Hello everyone, and welcome to our second episode on Study Abroad from your favorite channel, Live to Learn. In this episode, we'll be discussing more about statement of purpose, how to go about writing your statement of purpose, what to include, what not to include, why does our universities do ask for this piece of writing. This is based on a guideline published by Shrishti Chatterjee, which is an Indian study abroad expert. Are you ready? If you are, then let's start. Introduction. One will be wondering, what is a statement of purpose? Why do we need to write it? What is it all about? So, a statement of purpose is an essay that states the reason for applying to a certain program at a university or institution. So, it is telling more about your reason to apply to a particular university or college. And also, it is an essay that summarizes who you are, what you want to become, and how prepared you are to pursue a certain degree at that university. Here, you'll be telling more about your life and the motivation for the choosing career path and their goals. So you'll be telling the admission committee more about your life, what you were made from, and what is your future aspiration. That is in general what is the statement of purpose mean. Why is SOP so important? One would be wondering, why do I even need to write an SOP? Well, here we are. An excellent SOP is an essential to your acceptance. Well, actually, you should know that you are not the only guy, applying to that school at that same time. So there are thousands of other applicants that are applying with you. So this is one of the information, or this is one of the document that, distinctive you from other applicants. So it is an essential to your acceptance into that particular program or university. It is the only document in your application that allow you to demonstrate that you have something distinctive that set you apart from the rest of the applicant. As I just said, this is a document that actually tell you your uniqueness from the rest of the applicants. So you should have to try to be unique, set yourself different from others, and tell more. So here the admission committee will decide based on the information that you provided with in your SOP to determine whether you appear enough for their program or not. Statement of purpose format. So in general, there are no standard, statement of purpose format. It actually depends on university and institution. So if you apply to any particular institution or university, you should have to review their website and know what are their requirements for a statement of purpose, what they need from you to write, and how long it should be, the number of word, and the number of pages also. So it differs actually between university to university, and also it differs between course to course. So you cannot just write like a civil engineering SOP cannot fit into mathematical sciences SOP. So actually, if you're applying to different courses, you should have to write different statement of purposes. What do universities look for in an SOP? So here one will be wondering what are they looking up into our SOP? What they want to know from our SOP? Here is your answers. While writing your SOP, remember that the university committee or admission committee will scrutinize hundreds of other applicants for the same course. As a result, your SOP should not only be coincidence that, but it should also showcase the distinctiveness of your profile. So in this case, you should be able to know, as I said earlier, you are just one applicant out of other thousands. So, and they have a maximum, number of applicants that they need to give admission to. So this piece of information will tell them why you are unique from the other applicant and why they should give you, admission and not the other applicants. Secondly, your SOP reflects your writing ability. So, they have seen your academic details, your extracurricular activities, how well you did in your previous studies, but they haven't seen how well you are in your writing, how fluent you are in English. And this will help them actually determine whether you are fit for their course, whether will be able to, do the research or not. And as such, you should be very critical. You should use, large vocabulary, and you should try as much as possible to be simple and clear to the point always. How long should a statement of purpose be? Well, actually, there are no, precise guidelines to how long your statement of purpose be, but this depends actually on university to university, college to college, or course to course. So, as I said earlier, you should have to review the university's guidelines and rules with regards to writing your SOPs before even starting to. However, There are general, guidelines. That's it. Usually, the statement of purpose is between 1 to 2 pages, and it shouldn't exceed like 1,000 words. In general, most universities, some universities will say 1 pages, less than 500 words, and some will say 1 to 2 pages, 800 words. But try as much as possible not to exceed this 1 to 2 pages and 1,000 words. What makes you stand out from the rest of the crowd? Some will be wondering, like, you have been telling me to be unique, distinctive. What should I do? How can I go about this? So, to do this, you should have to highlight your distinct individuality. Like, you as a person, you know yourself better than me. There are a lot of things that you have that differs you from the other people. So, that thing is not common to others. It's special to you. You should be able to highlight it in your statement of purpose. Secondly, what can you bring to the department? So, actually, the university or the institution cannot just award you a scholarship or funding for nothing. They'll be expecting to gain something from you. So you should be able to try them what do you have to offer to the university or to that particular institution before they even ask you about it. Also, being acquainted with the university facilities and the program will be beneficial. Here, you should know more about their teachers, their facilities, and what they have published so far. If you are going for a research program, it will be beneficial, and it will help the admission committee to realize that yes, this guy have undergoes a research about our institution before applying to it. So the next one is your motive or inspiration for studying a specific subject. Here, this inspiration for studying a specific subject, you should make it transparent and justify it, and it should be apparent. You should have to highlight clearly why do you want to, study this particular course and at your universities. So this will make you stand out from the other people. What to include in your SOP? Well, to be clear, there is no specific list of items that you must include or you mustn't include in your SOP. However, this depends on the university's guideline. So, as I said, it is very critical to review their website and know what to include and what not to include before you even start writing your SOP. However, unless otherwise requested, it must cover your objectives, the professional path you have chosen so far, and your academic achievement. Other crucial aspect of the SOP should include your, motives for applying to the universities of course you have chosen, and how you plan to utilize your experiences to attain your objectives. So, in general, if they haven't told you anything about this, you should include this. You must include your objectives, your professional path that you have chosen, that is your professional experience that you do have, and your academic achievement, what you have achieved in academically before. And also you should be able to tell them like how you will be using that background experiences you have to succeed in your future aspiration. What not to include in your SOP? As I just said, there is no specific item that you mustn't have to include in your SOP. It depends widely on the university or the college you're applying to. However, you should avoid, writing about your personal issues such as your family or maybe your personal school experiences, unless otherwise, asked by the course or university guideline. How to write a good statement of purpose? Well, actually, to answer this, it depends widely on you. We have discussed so far a lot about how important it is, what to include, what not to include, and all that. Well, I think with that we can move on now to how to, draft your statement of purpose. And to do that, I divided the process into paragraphs numbered 1 through 6 for easy understanding. Let's go. This paragraph. In this paragraph, most of our students are making mistake of introducing themselves. However, you should be aware of this. This is not an introductory paragraph. It is rather a paragraph that tells or outlines what you will be discussing in your SOP. And there are a lot of ways to go or approaches to go with this. For instance, you might be discussing your long-term objectives and how it tells your desire to study the course you're applying for, or you may explain your background in a 2 to 3 line and tie it to your future aspiration. Here, I don't mean your personal background, maybe your academic background, your professional background, something else, not personal. You shouldn't introduce yourself. You might also, try to write about an anecdote that helps you realize your professional interest in the chosen field. So you might try to, tell the admission committee how your desire or how you started your professional journey since day one. And third paragraph. In this paragraph, you should be able to discuss about your academic background and professional experiences. So actually, just divide it into 2 to 3 paragraphs. It would be better, I think. Second paragraph is for academic background. Tell them everything about your school life, your academic experiences, and everything that has to do with your academic line. And in third paragraph, tell them everything about your professional experiences, the internships you went to, the services, and the work experiences that you do have. In the first paragraph, you should be able to tell them why you want to enroll into that course of study. And you should also address the skill you gain during this time and the exposure that we aid in developing the talent required to achieve your objective. So you should be able to tell them why you want to go for this course and how this course will help you, achieve your future aspirations. These paragraphs, you should be able to tell them your career goals, and it's one of the crucial, section in your SOP. This will help the admission committee to know what you want to do in your future career, or what are you up to do. And you should go about this by firstly telling them what you want to do soon after finishing this your course of study, and then you should be able to tell them 1 or 2 institutions in your country and the position that you see yourself fit in future. This will tell the committee how vast you are within your professional field, and it should also tell them that you are ready to go back to your country and start doing something positive to your people. Paragraph. Why this university? That the admission committee will want to know why you decided to, go for this university, and it is crucial considering the fact that there are thousands of other universities, but he too said he wants to come to our university. So why do you want to come to our university? You should be able to explain this to you in your statement of purpose. And in this case, you should, try to review the university's history, their, achievement, and what they have been doing for years. So try to have that and try to, explain what distinctive features this university have from the other university that pursue your interest to, apply for the university. Closing paragraph. This is the last paragraph, and this should, summarize your entire statement of purpose. So in this case, you should be able to tell them your desire and willingness to enroll into your selected course, and also you should demonstrate that you have the drive to achieve and that you will undoubtedly make a difference in the professional world. So in this case, you should be, focusing more on telling them why you want to, go for this course and how this course will reflect or reshape your future ambitions. This is the closing paragraph, and you should be very careful in this paragraph because it tells almost everything about your statement of purpose. With this, we came to the end of our second episode. I hope you do enjoy what we have discussed so far. Thank you for your time and listening. And stay tuned for our upcoming episodes. But before then, do have a good day and make sure to subscribe for our subsequent episode. Thank you.